Hi there, it's your little photography friend, Travis. I have been on this incredible road trip, as you've seen from my last few videos, and I haven't had the time that I thought that I might have to produce videos just to document this trip. There have been a couple, but it's been a little bit of a challenge to shoot when I'm, it's just me. So to be able to shoot when I'm on location and record a video and then edit the video and upload the video, because I haven't had Wi-Fi. I've been traveling in my car, I've been sleeping in my car, and it just makes video production a little bit hard, as you can imagine. But I have gotten a few, and I have footage that I will put together and create photos or create videos as time goes by here. I want to take a minute and just tell a quick story. And I'm sitting, this picture behind me, this is not mine. This is my friend Rob's. I'm at his place. Thank you, Rob, for allowing me to stay here. Beautiful, beautiful home. I'm gonna put Rob's Instagram down below, so check out his work. Really, really great. I was in the Redwoods, and just, oh my gosh, if you have never been to the Redwoods, you have to go. It's absolutely just mind-blowing as to the age of these trees and how they make you feel standing beneath them, and it's just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. It's hard to find the words for it, even for me. I know, rare. And I feel like I got some great pictures, but I also feel like when you leave a really stellar location like that, you just wonder, did you do it justice? Did you do it right? Did you get the shots that really portray the story of this place? And as I'm, reflecting back on that, I'm like, God, I don't think I did. I mean, there's some cool photos. I might flash a couple on screen here, but the experience of being there is truly what the journey was about, and the photography is kind of a side little bonus in this case. But here's the thing: is that while I was out there, and I got my I've got my cameras back here, but I've got my two Canons with me, one with a 70-200 lens and one with a 24-70 lens. I didn't use the long lens in the Redwoods, well, maybe for a shot or two. Anyway, I came across this guy who has a tripod set up along the trail and an old field camera, like the wood brass old-timey film camera. Takes the 4x5 film, and I had to stop and say, dude, like, this is amazing. What are you doing? And I'll put a little picture. I just took the one picture of, what I should have done is just got out my phone and just interviewed the guy and had a chat, but I didn't. We chatted for probably 15 minutes or so on the trail, but I should have recorded all that. But anyway, I didn't, so we get it here. But here, like, the takeaway is that when you're shooting on film, especially, and this is large format 4x5 film, and when you have your digital cameras, you can go out anywhere and snap 100, 1,000 pictures. That makes no difference. Like, the only cost is your time to go through and process the images that you take. So if you have 1,000 pictures, you got a lot of work to do, but it doesn't cost you any money. And with film, it does. Every snap of the shutter costs you money, especially when you're shooting 4x5. Like, I haven't checked prices on that lately, but what's a sheet of 4x5 film? $7? I don't know. So if we're talking $7, $8 a shot, you're really going to think about your composition. You're really going to think about what you're taking a picture of. You're not just going to willy-nilly or snap off 10 photos at a time. You're going to sit and you're going to be in nature, and you're going to examine the scenes around you and say, what is my composition? What do I want in my foreground? How do I want this to be portrayed? What's my depth of field going to be? And you really got to plan it out, and it just becomes so much more of an intentional experience than to just go out there and walk and shoot everything you see. And I've talked about this before on the channel, but after leaving that conversation, like, I felt like I'm doing it wrong, and I'm not. There is no right and wrong in this photography journey. There's different ways of doing things for different people. But as I left that conversation, I was thinking, I might be doing it wrong for myself. I might need to just take more time and really be more intentional on every composition and pretend that I have 24 shots available to me. How am I going to use those 24 shots? What compositions am I going to create? What am I going to spend each exposure on? And that really makes you think. That really makes you think. I was on my way back out of the forest when I met this guy, but you know, in those, I don't know, 30 minutes after meeting him, I really thought about it. I thought, okay, I got 24 shots left. What am I going to do? And it changes the way that you experience the world and the way that you approach photography. And so I challenge you to do that. Next time you're out, you have 24 exposures. You don't have 100, you don't have 1,000, you have 24 exposures. You have one roll of film in your camera, you got 24 exposures. What are you gonna do? What are your compositions gonna look like? Man, I just love that. I love that. So think about that next time you're out. It really was an experience that really got me thinking, and I'm gonna take that with me as I go out on my next adventure. I'm on this little siesta break here at the house where I have some Wi-Fi and a bed, and it's great. So I'm going to take some time. I'm going to create this video. I'm going to see where I'm going to go next, and then as I'm photographing that place, I'm really going to be more intentional about how I do that. It'll save work. I won't have to go through thousands of images. It'll save storage space. That's another challenge, is that, you know, I go to Starbucks in the mornings and put my, download my photos from my card into my computer. Computer starts running out of space, and then what? You got to delete images. Like, so I go through and I'll star the images that I want to keep and then delete the rest. And that is not a good practice, because there are plenty of times where I've come back to raw files that I didn't choose to process the first time around and found real art processing them later down the line, when that experience gets a little further in the past, and some of those pictures are better than you thought. But now I won't have that opportunity because I was running out of space. I didn't bring an extra hard drive, but I had to make some sacrifices. So I kept as many as I could, but I did delete a bunch of RAWs. I don't know why I started talking about that. Saving time, saving space, being more intentional, 24 exposures. That's why I started talking about that. So yeah, save storage space. And I think you and your followers, your viewers, your customers are going to notice too that your compositions are just a little cut above maybe than what they were previously. So think about that. 24 exposures in your camera. What are you taking pictures of? Really glad I met that guy. I may find myself with a film camera here shortly, because that's a whole different thing, and I miss it. It was when I first got into photography many years ago. It was with film, as many of us experienced, and then that switch to digital just changed everything, and I think we take it for granted how easy we have it now. Okay, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and there will be more videos on this road trip coming shortly. I have so many stories to tell, so many incredible experiences that have happened in the last 3 weeks, and I cannot wait to share them with you.